Welcome back, Kryptonians. Subcaptain here, and in our last episode, we discussed what airdrops are and why projects spend a lot of money on airdrops. Okay, and we also give a list of the different categories of airdrops we currently have in crypto. And today we'll be going a bit further into the different types of airdrops we mentioned in our last episode. So starting with the basic type and which is the most common, standard airdrops. Standard airdrops involve basic tasks like replying to a post on Twitter, maybe tagging your 3 friends or 5 DeFi friends or crypto friends, and commenting with your address, also using hashtags required by the post. And they could also ask you to join their Discord server, chat to particular level to get an OG role, and that will make you eligible to post your wallet address in a channel made specifically for OGs who are eligible for the particular airdrop, for the token airdrop rather. And apart from you joining Discord and Twitter, you could be required to reply to a post on Reddit or do a Telegram task. So basically, standard airdrops are, just the basic do this simple tasks of, getting airdrops. Now moving on to the next category, which is the retroactive airdrops. Now, retroactive airdrops require you using your own funds to interact with a particular project's DApp, which is called a decentralized browser application. So, and for most of these drops, what makes you eligible for them is your transaction volume and the number of transactions you've made on that particular DApp. So, and to be eligible for a lot of these airdrops, these retroactive airdrops, I'll advise you make at least a transaction volume of up to $5,000, and let your number of transactions be at least 30 to 50 should be okay. That should make you eligible for any L2 retroactive airdrops we currently have. But then you need to be an active user of the decentralized application of the projects. That else, if the time frame which you used the DApp is not within the snapshots period, then you won't be eligible for their airdrop, because they can decide to take a snapshot between, let's say, the 1st of February 2022 and 15th of March. And if you didn't interact with their application within that time frame, then I'm sorry, even if you made up to $100,000 transaction volume, you won't be eligible for the airdrop. So just be an active user of these different projects for L2s like Arbitrum, Optimism, ZK-Sync especially, ZK-Sync, and you might be lucky to get their airdrops later this year. That's it. Yeah. So apart from retroactive airdrops, there's also the holders airdrop. Okay. Now, sometime last year, there was a particular project on the Solana ecosystem that was COPE. Okay, and holders of COPE then were called American citizens. And why was that? That's because firstly, they were the very first token to come on board Solana to give an airdrop to their early community members. And because of that, a lot of upcoming projects on the Solana ecosystem message Siri, who was the founder of COPE, and say, hey Siri, I want to do an airdrop to your community, okay? And just give us the minimum amount of COPE your holders would be required to have, and we'll share the airdrop. We'll take a snapshot and share the airdrop accordingly. Okay, and that was how a lot of folks made hundreds of dollars, even thousands of dollars from some projects just by holding COPE. And even apart from that, some NFT projects give out tokens whenever they want to launch their own token. They give out tokens to those holding their NFTs. Okay, so if you are holding a particular NFT and the project developer decide to launch a token, then you'll be getting the tokens of that project airdrop to you. And a very good example of this is BAYC on Ethereum, which airdrops ape tokens worth tens of thousands of dollars to BAYC holders this year. Okay. Now, under holders airdrop, we have stakers airdrop. Okay, and this is majorly on the Cosmos ecosystem. To be eligible for airdrops on the Cosmos ecosystem, you need to stake Atom, Juno, or whatever it is the particular project requires you to stake. It could be secret or any token. And to qualify for most Atom, Juno, or secret airdrops, you'd be required to stake probably at least 5 to 10 Atom. For Juno, a minimum of 20 Juno. Secret, same thing, minimum of 20. Okay, and that should make you eligible for the airdrops on the Cosmos ecosystem. But you need to note, staking on the Cosmos ecosystem requires you to stake on different validators. So whenever a project wants to airdrop tokens to stakers on the Cosmos ecosystem, they would state the particular validator. If they don't have their own validator yet, they would say, okay, stake to this particular validator. And if they have theirs already, if the owners of that validator want to give an airdrop to stakers on their validator, then they'll say, this is the minimum amount of Atom, Juno, or secret you need to be staking on our validator to be eligible for the airdrop. And they'll give a time frame for the snapshot. So once you are staking those tokens, the required amount of those tokens on their validator, then you'll be eligible for their token airdrop. That's basically all about staking airdrops. Now moving on to hard forks. What's an hard fork? An hard fork is basically a phenomenon in crypto where a project's devs would just wake up one day and say, hey, we're not pleased with this contract and we want to create a new contract, a V2 or version 2 of the project. And when they create the new contract, they'll airdrop V2 tokens to holders of their version 1 project or V1 project. So that's just what hard forks are. It's not really a big term like that. Now, moving over to testnets. Yeah, testnets are now becoming more rampant on the CryptoVerse because a lot of projects want people to test out their dexes and to find bugs and report back. So you spending 30 minutes to 1 hour testing out a particular project's exchange or staking platform or whatever it is they are building on blockchain, you testing their projects and giving back feedback would make you eligible for their airdrop. So that's basically all on the different categories of airdrops we have in crypto, guys. That will be all for this episode, guys. Once again, I'm Sub Captain. Watch out for our next episode.